Centre, left. We're sure. We're
$1,350,000. This is the price of a flat in the famous eastern suburbs of Sydney, just went for at an auction. Auctions have been thriving in the property market, a sector where prices have been skyrocketing for more than a decade, and there is no end in sight. Right in front of Bondi Beach, the flat sold by auction has been a victim of its own success. With its 2-bedroom and car park, it has everything to please, and especially the guarantee to benefit for a more and more desirable lifestyle.
Sydney has gone crazy. Since I was a kid, it has changed so much. It used to be a place far away that no one really came to. Now it's become one of the most desirable places in the world to live, I think. I think it's the lifestyle. I think it's also just because it's become popular. Like, everyone wants to live here, and it's just sort of created this buzz about the whole area. And so everyone wants to live here. Like I said, you know, a little crappy house will cost you $2 million. Like a big house, you're looking $6, $7, $8, $9 million kind of.
Becoming an owner in Sydney. But at what cost? While the property demand in real estate does not seem to decrease, Sydneysiders' debt and even over debt is real, as Monique March, a real estate agent, asserted for the eastern suburbs.
We've seen it's the largest 3-year growth period that I've ever seen in my 19 years of real estate. So it's been, substantial, double-digit figures for every single year. Which is phenomenal. I think there's incredible risk, yes. Our interest rates are the lowest they've ever been. All it takes is for them to go up a few percentage points and people are going to have difficulty paying their mortgages. And we'll see a lot of property on the market for that reason. Yeah. Or it takes, like a partner are both paying off a property. If one of them becomes unemployed, again, they run into difficulties. Yeah.
On January 2017, the median house prices in Sydney surpassed all the other cities of the country. With $900,000 on average, the city is right behind Hong Kong in terms of affordability. Yet, are such prices always justified? Zaid Hassan from the University of Notre Dame is a research teacher in economics and in finance. He explained the main reason for this boom.
Foreign investors are responsible for the boom in the property market in Sydney and in Melbourne, because the demand was not generated heavily. Because if we try to understand the economics of the property market, is very simple. The demand side was very strong, but the supply side was not that strong. So as the demand is high relative to supply, there was a huge increase in price.
Foreign investors, but not only. The monetary policy of the Australian Reserve Bank plays a prominent role by encouraging people to borrow instead of saving money thanks to historically very low interest rates. But does the threat of a crisis in the real estate market hang over Sydney's head?
I am very much positive about the economics behind the property market. Some people say it's completely unjustifiable increase, but in my understanding, the rise in the property price is not completely unjustifiable. Therefore, market is not going to correct it significantly. So if we try to understand crisis, what is crisis? Crisis is basically a rapid fall in price. In short, that is the crisis. So I believe that is not going to happen for Australia, especially in Sydney and in Melbourne.
It looks like the property market in Sydney seems to have a bright future. And if one day I want to have the newspaper delivered to my seafront home in Bondi, I would need to work more than 150,000 hours at minimum wage. And as we say, patience is a virtue.